Everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy. Warriors and wenches, how are y'all doing today? We have another bit of hard rant with you, related to Split Fiction, but also related to the Gears of War team and devs. This is related to a guy up on Twitter who is named Yorch, and he is stating himself as like a viewer for anything that is anti-woke. And I'm over here thinking to myself, okay, this guy kind of might tie himself in with me. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. I'm also anti-woke. I don't like any of that pandering shit. I don't like anything that's pertaining to DEI or ESG. That shit is fucking evil. It's fucking disgusting. I don't want people getting fired because of their skin color. And I don't want people being hired because of their skin color. That is fucking disgusting. However, some people have sabotaged or co-opted themselves into thinking that anything that is, you know, just not within his purview is considered pretty much just woke. And usually I don't care about those sort of things. You get some of the outliers out there, the sort of kind of like with the LGBT, where there's actual people that just want to be gay and be left alone. Well, there's other people out there just want to, I don't know, be trans and want to mess with your kids at school because they're teachers. Those are two different people in the LGBT community. Two separate people. You remember the first wave of LGBT? God, I miss those days. God, I miss those days when they wanted to have, you know, be married to people that are of the same sex. I miss those days. Now what are we in wave 6 or something? But anyway, you're always going to get those people that are in there in bad faith, and it kind of mixes the blood a little bit. And that's what we got with Yorch Games here. I believe I'm going to show you right now. Minimal Effort has showed me this. We're going to tune into what Minimal Effort says, but first we want to go down to the first thing. Yorch Torch Games says, gamers, what happened to masculinity in gaming? Co-op gaming in 2008. Gears of War 2. Let's play some Gears of War 2. Yes. And then 2004. Wait a minute. 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 It came out in 2005. This is going to be a long video. This is going to be one of them long videos. So basically, Split Fiction is for gay people. Basically, it's for the gays. Well, I'm sorry to say that, you know what came before Gears of War 2? Nintendogs. You want to know who played Nintendogs? Not boys, not girls. All y'all motherfuckers, and don't lie, okay? We all like puppies, okay? All y'all motherfuckers like Nintendogs. Don't fucking lie to me. Y'all played fucking Nintendogs. You were poking your screen, and the little Labrador puppy was like trying to tap the screen, and you were like, shit, I'm a grown-ass man, but I like me some puppies. You see what I mean? There are always going to be games out there for someone, whether or not it was back there in 2008 or fucking 2005. He thinks Split Fiction came out in 2004. I'm starting to believe that Yorch Games, or Yorch Torch Games, whatever the hell that fucking means, like he's gonna make fucking video games or something. This man looks like the evil version of fucking what's his name, Smash JT, and he looks like the type of person that would actually have sex with Alyssa Mercante. Okay, that's what he looks like. Okay, He doesn't look like the type of person to play video games. He looks like the type of person to just go online, say some shit, and try to gain some traction, and then that's all he wants to do. He's kind of like Andy Pants Gaming a little bit, but at least Andy Pants Gaming is a little bit more entertaining. I do believe that Andy Pants Gaming, he is kind of right that there should be a little bit more masculinity in games. That is actually true, though. A little bit more masculinity in their games would be fucking great, because let's be true, though. Let's be honest here. Rocksteady used to be awesome. Let's be honest. Rocksteady used to be awesome. But then it got co-opted, and this is what we got. The developers that made Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight, all those good games, they're gone. They got replaced, yada yada, and then we got Suicide Squad. Okay? Let's just be flat out honest, put it all on the fucking table. But we have to also realize that when it comes to Gears of War 2 and Split Fiction, these are two developers, two sets of games that are made by developers that want to make that game. They didn't co-opt themselves into that game. They were already in the gaming industry, the gaming studios, and they wanted to make the said game. They weren't imprinted in there because of some DEI nonsense. If that's what the game that they want to make, that's cool. We're about to hear a little bit of what the main man, Cliff Bleszinski, has said, the guy that has made Gears of War, and he is talking to David Jaffe, because apparently David Jaffe and Cliff knew each other back in the day. That actually makes sense. David Jaffe is a little bit fucking weird, but that's fine, okay? I don't mind sociopaths in small doses, okay? Alright, let's continue. This is what Cliff had to say. Let me put it down a little bit.
I fucking hate the current state of politics in this country.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
The fact that like woke has become this like term. What woke really means is, you know, understanding people in a demographic other than you, especially marginalized groups, and actually having empathy for them.
Correct.
It's just I deliberately made sure Gears had a diverse cast. You know, I made sure that the women weren't sexualized. There's plenty of, you know, room for, you know, sexualized women in anime and film and TV. That, you know, we've done that. You know, I love Dead or Alive beach volleyball,
mm-hmm.
right? It's fine. But you know, with this gritty war, there's no room for big ol' anime titties.
Now, there are a few things that I want to dissect here, and the first one being is the first section of what he said.
I fucking hate the current state of politics in this country.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
The fact that like woke has become this like term. What woke really means is, you know, understanding people in a demographic other than you, especially marginalized groups, and actually having empathy for them.
Here's the thing about the whole woke thing. Understanding people, that's great, but that's up to the individual, okay? When it comes to, I know the term has been thrown around, but guess what? The new term for woke is basically, this is what has happened. Because let's start from the beginning. Back then, woke meant, you know, breaking the cycle, a little bit of anarchy, not trusting the government, you know, opening your eyes, you know, understanding, you know, understanding the world around you, that sort of thing. Understand where you're spending your money at, that sort of thing. Back then, that's what it used to be. But now it's not. You want to know the reason is because of politics. And politics, I know some of you guys are going to say something like, well, I don't like politics. I'm sorry, you might not be into politics, but politics is sure into you. See, back in the day, back in the good old days of 2008, nobody fucking cared about anybody's skin color. Back in 2014, nobody cared about skin color. Nobody cared about this or that. Whoever they wanted to be with, that's who they wanted to be with. You want to know another thing? Nobody fucking knew about transgender and non-binary. And so, from 2015, I think around 2015 or 18, and then so on, things have changed. Things have developed. We have grown from a society that accepts everybody to a point where the people that were in the far left, or pretty much people that were had different sort of mental problems, we have turned their mental problems into not only victimhood but also exclusivity. So let's say, for example, like I talked about before, letting trans women or actual men go into prisons where there are a whole bunch of women. Yes, a sex offender, a man going into a prison full of women. Now, that individual that was trans did not put them there. But you know who did? The wardens, the people in power, okay? And they said, you know what? Let's be exclusive. Let's instead of everything being even, black, white, Mexican, Asian, men, women, everybody's just the same. Everything is just a pure line. And nowadays, people are going, you know what? White people have too much. So what we need to do is bring up the gays, we need to bring up the blacks, and we need to bring up the trans. Okay? You see what I'm saying right here? This is going to make a dysfunctional sort of society when you raise somebody else and then lower somebody else. We already took care of this shit in multiple wars in the past with America. Okay? We tried to take care of this. If we go into that sort of what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with an M. Marxism. If we go into that set of Marxism, it will turn the whole world upside down. Does anybody want to go into UK right now, where they're taking your free speech? Does anybody want to go to UK? Anybody want to go to UK? No, because anybody want to get their free speech taken away? No, I didn't think so. So this is what happens when the pendulum swings, like I talked about before. When, let's just be honest, Trump become president, he tried to go back into common sense, where everything is level. If you're black or white, nobody fucking cares. If you're man or woman, nobody fucking cares. If you're this or that, nobody fucking cares. If you're a man trying to be a woman, you ain't gonna fucking go to the Olympics with the other women. That's the shit that we're talking about. It's not about we hating black people. It's not about us hating gay people. It's not about us hating this or that. It's not about us understanding each other. It's about understanding that you ain't any different than anybody else. Period. That's what it's supposed to be. If you want to go out and be gay, cool. You want to go out and be trans, fine. But the last thing you want to do is control somebody's other way of thinking and think you should call me a man now. You should call me a woman now. These sort of things we've already heard about, and some people have agreed with it. Me, on the other hand, let me give you a short story. I lost a friend to this bullshit. She believed all this shit. Like one of my friends became trans. Like he turned himself into a she. Where is he now? He's out of here. He's not here anymore. When I saw that before he passed away, and like I said before he passed away, I looked at him and I was like, I don't believe any of this. He's a man. But my friend, I'm not gonna say her name, she said, well, you gotta say that he's a girl. And I was like, no, I fucking don't. You see, there is a certain level of respect that you have to understand. If you want to be a guy or a girl, that's fine. That's cool. But I looked at him and I was like, I'm not going to call you that. You're a dude. I've been friends with you. That's it. Okay? That's the short story that I got to tell you. And that's the sort of thing. I wish he had the help that he needed, but he didn't get that help because my friend has been around him, helping him with his mental illness, and now he's not here anymore. So that sort of thing, the whole idea of what this man is saying right here, I don't fucking believe it. Because if somebody... because there's a certain level of understanding somebody, but it's also a respect of yourself and others. I am not going to try... You can do two things. You don't have to understand anybody else because you got your own shit to deal with. And also at this other thing, you can respect other people, but you don't have to police what the fuck I say. Do you understand? That's the part that kind of mind boggles me from what he just said. Because the last thing I want is somebody to tell me is like, oh, well, you need to understand everybody's other perspective and that sort of thing. It's either A or B. I either respect it or I don't give two shits about it. And that sort of, you know, aspect, that sort of like thinking is fucking pure. Because at the end of the day, people don't care about me. I don't care about them. And that's cool. There's no hate out here. There's no, oh man, I hate you because you're this, or I hate him or her because of this. No, I just don't fucking care. Okay? You want to be goofy and cut your dick off? Cool. I'm not letting you in my fucking house. I'm sorry. My dick might be next, okay? Alright? You know, I'm just saying, if you cut your dick off with a smile, I'm gonna be like, man, cool, I hope that worked out for you. So you wanna hang out and, you know, sleep over at your place? Nah, that's cool, man. That's cool, man. Anyway, you take care of yourself, man. You go ahead and do you. Bro, if you cut your dick off with a smile, bruh, you suppose, what, you want me to just look at them and be like, my man, or you cut your dick off, my man. This is another thing that I don't believe what he just said, because here's the thing that you won't, this is the thing. Let me get my words out there. My thing is, you know how what he just said is kind of true, but also it doesn't fit well with comedy. You know what comedy is? Comedy, everybody's gonna fucking laugh at you. They're gonna make black people jokes, they're gonna make white people jokes, they're gonna make gay, trans, lesbian jokes. If we can joke about everything, I am with you 100%. But in today's age, well, in 2024 and 4 years back, 10 years back, we couldn't make trans jokes. Hell, GTA 6 doesn't want to put trans jokes in their game. Go ahead, look that shit up. They just chopped that shit off. They said, all right, we can make black jokes, white jokes, all these jokes. We just can't make any trans jokes. That's just too much. That's too harsh. That's bad. Ooh, you want to know another example? I had somebody. You remember I made that trans joke with Tosh, and I had that blanket over my head, and I was making a whole bunch of trans jokes. One person came in and he was like, I followed you for like months, and I thought you were on point, but that trans joke, that was wrong. I'm unfollowing. And I'm like, nigga, I made white jokes, black jokes, gay jokes, but as soon as I touch the trans jokes, all of a sudden you're gone? Nah, son, get the fuck out of here. Everybody's, what's the term I like? It's buckshot. It's Bob's your uncle. Everybody's gonna get everybody's getting the jokes, okay? I like that world. That was my Beavis and Butthead and sort of Ren and Stimpy back in the day kind of jokes. That was my world. Everybody was it was open season for everybody. But now we got to do this whole thing where this guy just said something about like, it's like, oh man, it's like, well, it's all about understanding one another. Nigga, you just said that you added all these different races and ethnicities, and you said, well, we gotta understand one another. You mean to tell me the only reason that you put these Gears of War characters like Cole and the Samoan guy and the I think the other Dom, I think he's Hispanic or something, you mean to tell me that your ability to understand somebody else was you putting that character in Gears of War? Is that what you mean? I'm gonna pretend that he doesn't mean that, because I think that's great that if he wants to put different characters in the game, but you putting Black, Mexican, and Samoan characters and then you call it, oh, I just want to understand them. Nigga, that's not how you understand them, by putting them in the fucking video game. Just go out fucking side and get a beer with them. What the fuck? I'm gonna pretend that that's not true. I'm gonna pretend that's not true. Most people, when you're out there, you're going to the gas station, you open the door for a lady, you open the door for an old dude that just came out of fucking construction, you don't give a fuck. You're opening the door for some random person. These are normal things that we go by day to fucking day. So when I hear Cliff say like, oh man, I think all this shit is nonsense, I don't think he's got the full picture. I'm not dissing the dude, but I think he doesn't understand the whole picture. Also, the fact that we're not getting the whole stream. So maybe he did add some more context to what he did say. We only got a snippet, to be fair. I don't like Jaffe though. Jaffe's fucking weird. Okay? He's only bringing this shit up because he wants money. He literally said that, okay? When he got dissed by a fucking woman, okay? When he got dissed by the fucking redheaded chick Vera, the one lady that's thicker than a Snicker, he texted her back and said, "Listen, my channel grew because we had those sort of confrontations with one another." And I'm like, this nigga's thirsty. This nigga's like, let's keep on battling one another. Let's keep on having these woke and anti-woke stuff, and let's keep on talking about it because my channel's growing. Fuck you, David Jaffe. Badass, gray-haired fucking bitch. Fuck you. But with Cliff Blazinski, I think I understand him in some way. I just wish he could see the whole picture of what we're trying to say. Yorch, like I said before, he ain't it, okay? Alright? You ever find that one person, like I said this to you guys before, you ever find that one person that you agree with and he said 5 things that you agree with, and then the 6th thing that he said, you literally don't trust him at all? He's just like, man, I wish we can get free healthcare. Yeah, me too, bro. Man, I wish food was more affordable. Me too, bro. Man, I wish the age of consent. Whoa. Whoa, where are you going? That's basically Yorch. That's Yorch in a nutshell, okay? He just says things that people try, whatever kind of traction he wants to get, and then that's what he does, okay? I hate it when he adds that whole gamers. What happened to masculine gamers? Like he's calling some people over like a flock of sheep or something like that. What a fucking loser. What a fucking little... See, now I understand why people are calling me an incel, because they're looking at this guy. I ain't got no followers. I see you guys. I see you in my channel. But Smash JT added something that I like. He was playing Split Fiction, but he's talking about Yorch as well.
Labeled as woke propaganda, and someone on X asked him, "I'm genuinely curious. Why do you think Split Fiction is feminist or woke? What's in it that makes it so?" And George says, "Art direction, protagonists, dialogue, everything." Now here's...
I am so glad I found this. I am so glad that Smash JT found this for me, because he said so many things that were just rock over the head stupid, that I close my phone or I close my computer and I'm like, this dumbass, anybody that follows him is a fucking dumbass. I can't believe I followed him for 1 second. But I'm so glad Smash JT said this. Because this motherfucker's just said, what makes this game woke? Art direction, protagonists, dialogues, everything. Nigga, why did you add everything? I mean, I know you didn't play the game, so I don't know. Why did you add the everything part? How retarded do you gotta be? It's like, hey baby, do you find any flaws on my body? Your tits, your ass, your face, everything. And I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? I saw this and I was just like, nigga. There's no thought to anything that he says. None. When I saw, oh man, there are a few other things that I saw that I wish I clipped, but Smash JT got one right here that was perfect. And I was just like, this nigga's fucking retarded. Hey honey, how's my cooking? It's crusty, it's dusty, it's everything. And I'm just like, bro, why did you... Oh my god, it really hurts. But let's let Smash JT continue.
Protagonists, dialogue, everything. Now here's the thing, you take a step back and, okay, if you just watch the trailer, I would actually agree with him that art direction would show a lot of feminist, bisexual lighting, a lot of the triggers that we've been taught from...
Yeah, like the pattern recognition when you see, like, you know, characters, especially female characters, and there's always that purple color. You remember Veilguard? And then Avowed? For some odd reason, they really, really love pink and purple. And I saw that in this game, and I was just like, yeah, not for me. I don't know if it's woke or not, but it's just not for me. So I could understand if people look at that, but I'm like, I remember talking to you guys before about maybe all you need to do is just look at the trailer, and I still stick to that to this day. I do. I think if you see the trailer and you don't like it, then that's fine. You do not have to buy every game. You don't have to play every game. But at a certain particular moment, you have to be like, okay, I saw this trailer, but how about the developers? Have they ever played anything previously before that? Well, with this developer, they did No Way Out. That one's a pretty, if you want masculinity, No Way Out was fucking perfect. There was also It Takes Two, Brothers. That was pretty cool. I like that one. That's one's my favorite. So if you look at their background, you start to notice like, oh shit, they had good games. This might be a good game. But for me, it's not really my thing because I was really tied to, like I said to you guys before, No Way Out and Brothers were really good for me, and this one just not really my style. I think I enjoy watching people play this game more than I play it myself.
Society to look out for on a game where it's like, yep, avoid at all costs when you see that stuff, which is
yeah. See, I saw all this fucking purple and I was just like, oh, please don't. Yeah, I don't want to knee-jerk every video game, but I saw it and I was just like, yeah, it's just not for me. I mean, the characters look nice, they're cool, but I was like, yeah, it's just not for me.
Exactly what made me want to dive further into the studio, find out more about it.
As a matter of fact, I thought this was like a Fortnite. When I first saw it, I was like, is this a split fit? No, is this a Fortnite sort of, I thought it was like a Fortnite sort of story mode or something like that. But looking at it closer, I was like, nah, it's not. And Fortnite looks good. Yeah, Fortnite's all right.
Because I wanted to make a video ripping it to shreds because I thought that would have been hysterical. Be like, look at this woke slob, how crazy it is. And I researched it, I'm like, no, none of that is there. That's non-existent. This is a game coming from a very base developer, Hazelight Studios, where they're in Stockholm. And Joseph Ferres, who is the ultimate gamer, caring about passion, making the best game possible. And this game, the art direction, the protagonist, the dialogue, that all works in the world that they've created. And I love how he writes everything as the catch-all here, where it's like, No, that's really, you name things from the trailer. If you actually played the game, you realize it's really not much like that at all. It's such a predictable cycle at this point. It's already beyond dumb. Clearly, his intent here is to draw attention and engagement farm, and it's clearly working because here I am covering it. But here's the thing. This kind of approach is exactly what destroys potential great figures in the community and exposes them for exactly who they are. Sure, they'll get a bump in attention and eyeballs initially, but once people start to learn who they really are, that attention will fade as quick as it appeared.
And that's true, because you can't just keep on... You want to know why Asmongold has grown so much as he has, is because he has a neutral spectrum on most things that he talks about. Most of the stuff that he talks about is pretty much just common sense. He doesn't go, no, it's dumb. He goes, no, it's dumb, and here's why. See, I like that when somebody points out the reason for such thing. That's why I try to talk to you. This is why my videos on Hard Rants are so fucking long. Is because I want to talk about this, and I want to tell you guys why I think this. You know, I could be wrong, but I want to show you guys what I've been thinking about and why I've been thinking about it. Because that's why I know I wish I could make 15 videos for you guys all the fucking time, but I just can't because I got so much I want to say, you know, to preface what I'm trying to say to you guys. You understand what I'm saying? So, when I saw the two characters in Split Fiction, when I saw them, I thought to myself, oh, it's about his two daughters? You know what I thought about in my head? I want to find a streamer or two YouTubers that are like sisters, and I want them to play the game, and I want to watch them play the game. For me, it was Brothers. Brothers was dope. I got brothers. I'm a dude. Obviously, I enjoyed the game. So, when I see this, and it's about his two daughters, by the way, the characters aren't gay for one another. They just, at the end, they're just best friends. And I'm just like, wow. So this is not Lost Record from Don't Nod? Wow, that's crazy. So, two girls can just be friends? Oh man, I thought that would never fucking happen. Oh my god, oh shit. It's about damn time. But I saw that and I was just like, you know what? I want to see two girls who are YouTubers who are best friends or actual sisters, and I want to see them play. I'm about to call myself out here, but I watch HoloLive, and there's these two HoloLive characters that are twins, and they're both girls, and I want them to play because I think they're related. I want to watch them play, like, so bad. Split Fiction. I want to watch, because that would be so many cool interactions, and I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Two sisters, they're probably gonna kill each other. That's just what siblings do. They see each other in a video game, and one of them thinks, how do I kill this bitch? That's just what siblings do. I'm sorry, it's what I did to my brother when we played Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Bro, me and my brother. Oh man, am I going off in a tangent? Should I do this? Fine. Back in the day, me and my brother. This is just like. Is like, I'm sorry, this is not, you know, maybe this is also feminist. It's two bros, in a video game. But anyway, me and my brother, we played Dragon Ball Z Budokai, but I've been training myself to Dragon Ball Z Budokai. I've been training. Every time when I beat my brother's butt in Dragon Ball Z Budokai, he gets mad. And I know it. And sometimes I let him get me down to like 5 HP, and I'm just like, lock in. Lock? I'm like, oh shit, bro, you got me. He's almost dead. Lock in. And then just kill him. Yo, he got so fucking mad, bro. My dad whipped our ass because we kept on fighting. But it's just like, it's those kind of cool moments that you want to see in video games, and if that's what they want to make, that's what they want to do, that's fine. And with Cliff Belinsky in here, it's fine. I think he's kind of wrong on what he believes in, because everybody already naturally believes in like coexisting with one another in some sort of extent. But there is a reaching factor. You know what I mean? Like I talked to you before. There is, oh yeah, cool, you're gay, that's cool, that's fine, I don't care. You're trans, so yeah, okay, I don't care. And then there's a point to where things kind of devolve and where people start to, you know, put certain people in a pedestal, and that has affected the rest of everyone else. And I wish he saw that, but that's fine. But for Yorch Games, this motherfucker's a dumbass. So this is the last video I'm gonna make of this motherfucker, because I don't want him to grow any more than he has to. I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna stop it right here. And also, Minimal Effort also said, I absolutely disagree with Cliff's definition of woke. However, I do recognize that the term is poorly applied and even more misunderstood than based is. It's true. He's right. Like, I see where he's getting at, but I absolutely disagree with what he has to say. But like, there's some, and I'm fine with him with disagreeing with him. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Let's check out what chat has to say. Equal opportunity hater, equal rights and lefts. When everything is woke, nothing is woke. Ah, God. True. The whole seeing something and immediately labeling it as woke is getting old. Just because it has a woman, non-white person, or gay character doesn't mean the shit is woke. I will give something a chance until the until the sirens fire off. Okay, yeah, that's what I see. Because I want people to enjoy games that are, you know, that don't pander to anybody else. I want people to enjoy games with good developers that play their own games. You don't get that many these days. You really don't. Developers just throw out video games and they're just like, wait, how do you play this game? It happens. It happens a lot. You have no idea how much that happens. I also want people to stop being fired that are actually good at their job. Not the ones that just came in and they're responsible for all the heartache with the studio. I want the people that are the veterans to be taken care of. That's my big issue. That's my big issue. Because I'm not getting another Dragon Age game. Hell, I don't even think I'm getting another Mass Effect game because of what they did. Everybody unanimously, 100% knows the Veilguard is a woke game. I want to make sure for you guys and myself to never have that occur again. We'll see what happens to Halo. Anyway, that's my rant.